Let's talk about your content management system. You know, it's supposed to be the control center for, well, everything digital in your business. But what happens when that control center starts feeling more like a cage? A cage that's actually stopping you from growing. We're going to dig into why that happens and, more importantly, what you can do about it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Does this sound familiar? You need to make a simple change to the website, maybe just a new landing page, but what should be a quick job turns into this multi-week epic saga of support tickets and meetings, and all the while it's just sitting there, stuck in some developer's queue.
Or maybe this one hits closer to home. It's a phrase we hear from business leaders all the time. There's just this deep, nagging frustration that your website, your digital storefront, it just doesn't live up to the quality of your actual business. And you know it's not just about looks, it's actively hurting your bottom line.
Look, these aren't just random frustrations. They're actually symptoms of a much bigger problem. So let's break it down. Here are the 4 biggest signs that your CMS is officially failing you.
All right, first up, and this one is huge. A staggering 87.5% of companies are fighting this battle. They're running on outdated tech. And let's be clear, this isn't just some IT problem. No, this hits you where it hurts. It creates a terrible user experience, and it is actively damaging your brand's reputation with every single person who visits your site. This is what we call technological debt, and it's a real killer. It's why your branding feels all over the place, why your pages load so slowly that Google penalizes you for it, and it's why you get that sinking feeling when you have to share your website link. You know, it becomes kind of an embarrassment. Okay, pain point number 2, and this affects over 62% of businesses. Your system just can't scale. You know you need to get your content out to different channels, not just the website, but apps, digital signage, you name it. And you need to be able to do that now and in the future without having to rip everything out and start from scratch. And this one, oh man, this is the daily headache for half the companies out there. Your marketing team is basically handcuffed. For every tiny change they want to make, they have to go through the development team. It just completely kills their agility and your speed to market. Forget being reactive, you're barely proactive.
And here's the thing, you can't just patch these issues one by one. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken bone. These aren't isolated problems. They are symptoms of an old, crumbling architecture. You need a real platform-level solution.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Now for the good part. What's the solution? Let's get into the modern approach that is absolutely changing the game for businesses just like yours. It's all about something called a headless and composable architecture. Sounds complicated, right? But the idea is actually super simple. It separates your content, your words, your images, from the front-end design of your website. And what that does is it ends that constant tug-of-war between marketing and IT. Marketing gets the freedom to publish what they want when they want, and engineering gets a clean, modern, future-proof system to work with. Everybody wins. And the difference this makes? It's literally night and day. We're talking about going from building pages in months to building them in a week. From slow, clunky performance to excellent core web vitals. The change isn't just a small improvement, it's a massive, measurable leap forward. And look, this isn't just theory, this is real-world results. Take a look at this case study from our work with Urban. By migrating them to a modern stack, their site performance score, that's the Google Lighthouse score, it jumped from a pretty painful 30 all the way up to a 96. I mean, that's practically a perfect score. That's a result that directly impacts the business. Want another example? Here you go. For Capitalize, we saw their mobile site get 31% faster. But here's the kicker. That speed boost led directly to a 48% increase in monthly traffic. Why? It's simple. Faster sites rank higher in Google, and they keep people on the page. This is exactly how a tech upgrade fuels real, tangible business growth. All right, so you get the problem, you see the solution. The big question now is, how do you actually choose the right path forward for your business? Well, it all starts by forgetting about the tech for a second. Just step back and ask one really simple but really important question. What is the single most important thing you need this platform to do for you? This simple framework makes the whole confusing landscape make sense. Just look at that top row. Those are your core business needs. So what's your number one priority? Is it super tight security and control over on the left? Is it all about raw publishing speed there in the middle? Or is e-commerce your main driver on the right? See? Once you know your primary need, it points you directly to the right family of tools. The whole idea is to find a platform that fits your business, not the other way around. Because at the end of the day, choosing a CMS isn't just another tech decision. It's so much more than that.
You're building the foundation for your company's growth for the next 5, maybe even 7 years.
So if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're ready to build that right foundation, we're here to help. At Naturally, we live and breathe this stuff. Book a free 30-minute selection workshop with us. We'll help you get the clarity you need to move your business forward with total confidence.